Welcome everyone. This is the 12th session of this series of courses from the next step of impact. Today we're going to be having a session named Career Development Coaching and Mentoring. I'm really glad to have a colleague of HMU here being the facilitator for today. It's Miss Tzanaki, Ileana. So Ileana has prepared a really nice session that actually builds in all of the previous sessions we have been working on. We're going to have two sessions with Ileana. Today is the first one, and then I think a couple of weeks later we're going to be having the second one. So it's a good series. It's good for you to think of it as a, let's say, two parts of a workshop, let's say. So Ileana, the stage is yours. Please
Yeah,
introduce yourself.
thanks for the introduction. And indeed, this is one of the two parts. We will not have a homework for this specific session, but we will do have a homework on the second one. So, as George said, we're going to talk about career development, coaching, and mentoring. And you see two specific keywords on the cover: professional development and action-based. Especially the action-based keywords are important because career development coaching is not about just discussing or theoretical, it's actionable steps that move your career forward. And I would like to start with a question for you. George, if you could please activate the poll. Do you all see my screen? Perfect. So I would like to see from the audience, your experience about career coaching. If you had, have you done already? Yes, no, or I have no clue what we're talking about. Let's wait until you all vote. Perfect. Let's give some seconds. You go straight to the QR code from your phone, from the ones that are not sure how to do it. Okay. George, I just refresh to make sure I have the results.
Perfect.
I'm not sure how many we are in the call. I guess most of them voted. We have 10 answers now. Okay. I see most of you pressed no. We have one, I don't know what it is. You're the lucky one. This session is for you. All right. Let's start by understanding indeed the basics. I'd like to start by understanding that your growth is not by accident. People that you see successful is not like it was a luck or by accident they became CEO, professors, or anything that happened. You're designing your path to success. And how you can do it? There are three main steps. One, set goals and strategy. So really define your goals, craft a clear roadmap, like the next months. Either it's your next master's degree or a PhD or it's an entry level job. You need to start by setting goals and specific actions. Number two, take intentional action. And why I have the words here, like purpose and meaningful steps is because the master degree or a PhD or any type of role you will do should be aligned with who you are, should be aligned with your vision, should be aligned with your skills. And that's why it needs to have a purpose, it needs to be meaningful. Otherwise, it's not going to be you, it's not going to work so easily. And number three, learn, adapt, and overcome. So we live in a very changing moments, AI challenges all the time. So it's very important for your, for like start your career or some of you that you already graduated and you are working. It's important to embrace any challenges as learning opportunities and adjust your approach. And trust me, this is what we all do no matter the stage of our career. So let's understand what career coaching is. You're going to see it as career coaching or career counseling. It's the same. It's a structured, reflective process that helps you gain clarity, first of all, and most important. So gain clarity of understanding like which are your values. So when you work with others, when you do projects with others, which are your values, how you work, which are your interests. Some of you may have interests, I don't like, maybe it's music, maybe it's sports. Everything is kind of related. We will understand your strengths. So maybe you have data analytics strengths, maybe you are more people oriented, and define your goals. Also, career coaching helps you make informed decisions. So we work together and we evaluate any opportunities that you have. Like, I have two different master's degrees to choose. We're going to sit together and based on who you are, based on your future self, based on your vision, based on the market, you will make sure, I mean, you will feel that, like the decisions feel natural and not forced. And it's going to be easy. It's going to be easy to decide because you have data. Of course, it's going to help you identify skills and gaps, pinpoint areas for growth, enhance your employability for sure. That's, that's the goal. Either if you want to go for academic or if you want to go for the industry, and plan meaningful steps. So, as I said in the beginning, career coaching is actionable. It's a structured, actionable process. It's not just discussing or, like just reflecting. It's having steps. You have homework. We have assessments. And let's clarify what it isn't. Career coaching is not directive. Your coach is not going to decide or tell you what to do. Like the responsibility and the decision is always yours to make. But it will be easier to decide since you feel empowered and you feel that you know all the information. But let's say it's like psychotherapy. For some of you that you have done already, a psychotherapist would never tell you or direct you what to do, but it will help you. Career coaching is not a quick fix. For some of you that you would expect that with a single session or with two sessions, you're going to have the clarity or you will have the information to decide, or that we will fix your resume and that's it. You're ready to find a job. I'm sorry, but no. It's a process that needs 3 months, 6 months, maybe a year. And also, it's a process that for many of us, it will take a lifetime because, like at your stage, you're going to work with your career coach at the university to kick off your career. At your 35 or 40, you may come back and work with a career coach because you got a promotion and you manage a team. At your 50 or 60, you may come back for another type of challenge or things you would like to work on and develop. And last but not least, career coaching is not academic advising. So it's not like we will manage, we will advise you on your degree plan. What kind of courses shall I take on this semester? No, this is like your professors and the faculty will help you on that. We're going to focus mostly on how you will kick off your career or kick off your academic career. So I'm going to show you a video from our colleagues at the University of Glasgow, just to deep dive into what it is. It has sound, right?
What is career coaching? Career coaching is an interactive process to help you to make decisions about the next steps to take in your journey and to consider the action points you might take to help you get there. At the start of your appointment, we'd agree what we can cover in the time allocated. You could explore the options available to you upon graduating, discuss your skills, interests, values, and personality, seek advice on your job search strategy, consider how to present yourself to employers.
The appointment's tailored to you and about your own individual needs and whatever you bring to the discussion. It's a process that's collaborative. So I might ask you questions about a certain job. It might not be, I'm not suggesting necessarily you do that job, but it can be a question to help clarify what you like, what you don't like, what matters to you. So I'm here not to tell you what to do. In fact, if a careers advisor tells you what to do, you should run away. I'm here to actually help you to facilitate your own decision-making and to make your decision-making as clear as we can make it and is right for you.
Everything we discuss will be confidential and impartial. For some, careers coaching is just a one-off appointment. For others, you may require several sessions to get you to where you need to be. There may be actions that you decide to take after the careers session, and the careers manager will help you to identify these. Ready to book? Log into Glasgow Careers today and choose a time that suits you.
Something very important that they mentioned is that career coaching is confidential. So anything you talk about during the session is absolutely confidential. The career coach council would never share it with anyone, and it's private information. Let's see. So we talked about what it is, what is not. Why does it matter anyway? We see that most of students nowadays, you experience a lot of anxiety. You experience a lot of uncertainty about the future. You come and you tell me most of the time, so I should have figured it out. I feel all this peer pressure, from my friends, from my family, and most of you compare yourself with others. I mean, we do it even later on at our life, but to be honest, I'm kind of sad to say that you're more stressed, and maybe Mr. Petridis, you can add it, but add on that. But I feel that as time goes by, there is more anxiety and more stress at the students than it was before.
Because they are exposed to more information. I mean, now they are global, they are connected. The triggering is more frequent to them. They can compare, they can identify a lot of opportunities. So I suspect that this is why they are more stressed than we used to be. They are more digitalized and more interconnected, I would say.
True, and the comparison, I will deep dive later. As a key insight, I would like to share that key certainty is not a weakness. It's just a step of the process. Like you may feel like that now, is normal. Is normal because if we work on it, we will tackle it, and we will understand which are the next steps. So where you will find it? Where can I find this career coaching, right? First of all, you can find at any university. I'm not sure, I cannot see everyone now on the video. I am sure that in all of the universities that you participate, there is a career office. So you can feel free to go visit, ask about the personalized sessions, the personalized coaching that you can do. Ask about workshop, ask about recruitment events, career days. I do know, and I can share from our university, the Hellenic Mediterranean University, that we do all of them. And career office is always open. The working hours, you can always go knock their door and ask information. You can call them, email them. Number two, there is a dedicated career website. In some cases, like in our case, we have a separate website where students will find information about how template about resume, blogs about help you and give you information about the career anxiety or what to do, tools, interview preparation. Some universities have it separate, like ours. And in some universities, you may find a specific section, career services, under the main menu. Please visit. And the reason why we're not only doing one-to-one and we have also this information available is because you can do it at your own time. You can do it at home at your own pace, but definitely I would recommend to visit an advisor. Number three, and this is for participants today that you already graduated, you can find corporate coaching programs at your company. So most international companies, they do have throughout their HR department, they do have, they call it learning and development, they call it corporate, development, different kind of names, but they offer you for free a career advisor, a career coach to help you develop your career and, talk about any challenges or things you're facing. Number four, you can always go to a private coach. I would recommend it only if you are later on at your career. You can find many information at your career office, at your universities. But yes, you can always find online someone to help. Why seeking help is a strategic move? And why should you visit us? You should visit our offices. Many students often believe, and when they come to me, they're like, I should know already. I feel stupid even asking for help. I feel that I'm unprepared, that I should know better. Well, I would say that most high performers, top athletes, and the most successful people we all know, they have mentors, they have coaches, they ask questions, they seek feedback, they reflect, they ask for help all the time, and they have a big team of people helping them. So I would like, the reason why I have this slide specifically is because I would like to take off the shame of you of asking, seeking help. It's something that you should embrace it because again, top successful people, they seek help and feedback all the time because this is the way to succeed. This is the way to develop. George, if you could please activate again. Today later, we're going to talk about the challenges. So I would like to understand, please scan the QR code here. I would like to understand what type of career challenges you're facing now. Maybe you don't know what you want. Maybe you just feel behind. Maybe you know your dream job, but you don't know how to get it. Or you just worry about job opportunities. If it's other, I'm sorry. I have four options. Okay. I feel behind. Yeah, that's the anxiety. And that's normal. Again, let me refresh. Okay. So I see most of you don't know what you want. Absolutely normal. At 20, 22, 23. I don't know what I want and I'm 35. 33% I feel behind. Okay, we're gonna tackle all of that on this session. I worry about job opportunities, like how to get them, how to find them. And 20%, okay, I like the results because that means that you all have challenges, thoughts. Some of them are limitations. And I'm happy to share that throughout the career office, these are the challenges that you can actually face. Give me a second. Okay, sorry for that. All right. So hereby I have 6, 7 challenges that from the results you all face. First of all, we're going to start, well, this is across countries, across universities, doesn't matter the age, the degree. One of the real challenges that you face is about internships. So of course, because, we don't have the time, I will not deep dive into all of them, but I will just touch base that, your thoughts and your challenges, give you some information about, how this works. And again, go to the website of your university, go to an advisor. There you will find all the answers after understanding yourself first. So internships, I don't have experience. Who's going to hire me? Should I do a paid internship or unpaid? That depends on the country. That depends on the university. Like in Greece, public universities, we have like a funding from either the government or European Union. And I know that you have like a specific, you have payment. For private universities, for example, that's not the case. Also, if you go to any like job post, you will find the information like on the internship, if it's paid or paid. Can you negotiate? Yes. Should you negotiate? Question mark. Is it an internship that you like? Is it a job? Sorry, is it a company that you love? Does it worth it to negotiate salary for the internship? Maybe not. But these are the questions that we need to tackle. And as I said, this is a personalized approach. There is not like one solution or one answer for all. How do I stand out among like 300 applicants? Yes, it's a very competitive market, but there are ways like to make your resume, to make your interview, to nail your interview. You can stand out. It's just a matter of practice. And that's why it's not 1 or 2 sessions thing. It's like a months. Master's degree or PhD, right? Most of you ask, like, will a master's degree make me more employable? Shall I specialize now or shall I do it later? Is it worth it? Like the cost to do it abroad? Well, in these questions, are you willing to live abroad? Let's say you want to do a master's in London, right? Do you want to do a master's in London and then come back to your country? Or you want to stay for a couple of years and start, kick off your career? Then, the answer and the filters change. The bold question that you see, it's very interesting. Am I studying more because I'm avoiding the job market? And trust me, there are many people, there are many students that they just keep, I mean, there's nothing bad with keep studying, but some of you, I feel that you're just afraid or you postpone, like to enter the market for various reasons. So before choosing a master's degree, the questions that you should ask yourself should be, what problem this degree solve for my future? Does the market require it, or is just because I want to do it, And what skills will I gain that I cannot get through any type of job? So you should, I mean, and like career coaching is all about asking you the right questions in order to understand what is the right approach, what is the right decision, what you should do. Other challenges that we see is regarding skills. And you said on the results, like, yeah, like I don't know how to get my dream job, Well, and you also feel that I don't have practical skills, or I don't know how to present my skills. And what soft skills is, everyone is talking about it. So regarding the skills, there are 3 main categories. First of all, technical skills, which are related, yes, to your field, to your bachelor degree, to something you're studying. And this would be, like data analysis, for example. You're doing projects that require statistics analysis, project management. Maybe you're doing something with innovation. These are field technical skill specific. The soft skills are personality traits, like is the way you communicate, is the way you work with others, like that you can work with a team. It's if you're like solution oriented, like problem solver. These are the soft skills. And there is a third category that, to be honest, we identify that the past like 3 to 5 years, digital and AI literacy. And I'm not saying that you should, like, guys, I'm not saying that you should be AI savvy, but at your age, at your pace, honestly, if you don't know what it is and how to use it, it's going to be a problem. Because trust me, if you, let's say you work with a tool, you know how to work, I don't know, AutoCAD, or like, designers or some students that work specific tools, all these things will be done so much faster in the future, and you shouldn't be threatened, but you should know how to use AI. You should, I mean, you should understand how it works. No one is going to ask you to do something, at the first steps of your career, but it's about you being aware of what is the possibilities, what are the possibilities there, how you could embrace it for your own good, for your job search, for your research, for your papers. I am sure you use it already, but be more cautious because these are really skills that make you more employable. CV, I don't want to deep dive because of the time. And also my colleagues shared already, we had a specific section about a session, sorry, about CV. So I know you have all the informations about it. And this is an easy fix because we have templates, we have everything, and you can find them also at the university website. Interviews and positioning. Common struggles. I don't know how to talk about myself. I cannot explain my strengths. I don't know how to present my value. That needs practice. That needs practice. We're gonna work, like mock-up interviews. I'm gonna tell you to map, like even, write down in a journal at the presentation, like write down your skills, write down your strengths, take the time to like increase your self-awareness. How are you gonna talk about yourself or communicate your value if you don't know your value? And last but not least, networking. You guys hate that word. You hate networking. You feel that networking is being fake. You don't know what to say. I don't have any connections. I feel uncomfortable. Well, I'm sure you have connections. You have friends. You have family. You have family friends. You have cousins. Like you play sports on an instrument or you volunteer. You have so many connections. And let's reframe it. Networking is not asking for a job. Networking is supposed to be fun. Networking is like, honestly, talking with people. Maybe you talk with a friend of your dad. Let's say you want to join Coca-Cola, right? Randomly, this company. You want to join Coca-Cola, and a friend of your dad works at Coca-Cola. You can arrange a coffee or you can visit his office for like 20 minutes and ask him, so, George, let's say, how does it feel to work at Coca-Cola? Like, can you show me the office? Can you tell me about your day? You do, like it's not about asking for a job. It's about connecting with people, asking questions, and it's very important to be to build familiarity with companies, with hiring managers, with people from the industry. Why? If we do the career fairs, like with George, we do the career days in a month at the university. If you guys are not prepared, and this is the first time you talk with with the HR, the first time you talk with a company, of course it's challenging. Of course you feel weird because you haven't tested, you haven't, like you haven't worked on it. We haven't done any mock-up, and then you freeze and you feel uncomfortable. So again, like take action, like don't blame others. Career office is there. You can seek help online. You can seek help from your university. And networking is supposed to be fun. And also like make jokes, it's about meeting people. It's not that hard. Or it doesn't supposed to be that hard. We're gonna take a break now. And I want you to split, if possible, George, at 4 or 5. It's okay. And I want you to share a personal challenge about your current or future professional career. You all said some interesting stuff on the results of the poll. So share a challenge, find one challenge that you all share in common as a team, and brainstorm on solutions together. And I want you to already decide within the breakup room the one person who will present us after the exercise. So shall we give, I don't know, like 5 minutes or even more, George? Shall we give
We can give 7 to 10 minutes, yes.
seven
Just
to 10?
guys, Ileana, I'm going to split them in groups of 4 or 5, as you said. Guys,
Okay.
make sure you take a picture of this slide because once you get in the room, most probably you will not be seeing these instructions. In case you don't remember, take a picture of it. And yeah, I'm going to start the breakout rooms now, and you have, let's say, 10 minutes. 10 minutes, and then you're going to be back. And be ready, Ileana. I think you said one person to present
Yeah.
the outcomes of the discussion. Perfect.
Sorry, I'm supposed to be in the back room, but
Yes.
I couldn't open my camera.
No worries. I'm going to put you
Can you
back.
put me again? Yes.
No worries. No problem. You are Maria Tsoraglu, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, perfect. You go to room 3.
Yeah.
No
Hey
problem.
George,
Hello.
I just want to ask, hi, how about the students who's gonna break their fast like right now?
Yeah, I got an email as well about that. I wasn't aware, to be honest. Sorry.
Yeah,
So
and it's right now. I'm sorry, so I can't participate in.
Great. Who wants to start? A volunteer.
Can I ask something?
Sure.
In my group, we presented ourselves, but in a very not work stuff, like about ourselves. We told our names, what we do. Is this what you wanted, or it was something else?
If you didn't have the time, it's okay. It was the challenge that you face. So let's say you're looking for a job, and another person from your group is also looking for a job. So that's the challenge. Did you have the time to talk about that or not?
I never interviewed for a job, so I don't have the experience of
The
job.
interview.
Yes.
Okay, that's an easy fix. Because you're from our own university. Have you visited our office?
From the office in Heraklion.
Yes.
No, I've never visited. I came in the university once just for a party. And then I came back in CITIA because the only department that is in CITIA is the nutrition and dietetics. All the other departments is in IOS, and the others are in Heraklion. So I've never visited the offices.
Maria, you're lucky because we're doing the one-to-one sessions online because we know that you'll spread out throughout Crete. So
Yes.
you can book an appointment with me, and you will go to the website. We're gonna send on the chat the website, and you can book an online meeting. So I think we lost Maria.
I think I can't hear you.
We're gonna
you
send
lost
you,
connection, I think.
Maria.
Or I'm losing.
We're gonna send you information on the chat. So about what we discussed.
Yeah.
Another team that would like to share.
I can talk if about we were the room 4, and we said about one major problem, one major thing that we think about our future, that is the being competitive, and that not feeling enough, not knowing what to do, and how many things are good enough for your job, or you see others and you think you're not better than them. And that's very common, I believe, in our age, because now we are on our studies and we see this every day. And for this, we found a solution about investing in yourself and seeing what you do and how to improve the things that you like and the things that you are good at. And then, if you build your confidence, if you build this whole packets, I mean, I think you stop looking at others. I mean, you don't compare yourself then and you think, oh, I'm better because I invest in myself, but just you stop comparing yourself because you are confident with who you are. And that's the goal, I think, not comparing yourself with others, but seeing who you are and what you did in the past years.
Kiki, I'm very glad to hear that, and from your whole team, because that's exactly the next slide I have on the presentation, and that's the point. So I'm very, very happy to hear that. Great job.
Thank you, thank you.
Who else want to share?
I can share.
Perfect.
I don't remember which team we were on. I think five. But anyway, the problems we had is obviously not knowing exactly which job we want to do for the rest of our lives. Um, and the solution to that is talking with your teachers because most of them have other jobs other than teaching, so they have some experience. Um, so they can tell you maybe what's their experience is like. And also in HMU have the career days, so we can talk with some companies and figure out maybe what you like. And also the second problem we found is when we finish the university, we all get the same degree. And the problem is in a competitive market, how do you differentiate yourself? So the solution to that is joining certain programs like this one, or maybe starting or joining a club in the university for your sector. And that's it.
Thank you. Great. We have 10 minutes left, so I'm gonna continue with the presentation to give you also information and reply to these questions. And Dimitri, I'm glad that you know about the career days next month. And also you should visit the career office. Let me share my screen. You see my screen, right? Please confirm. Perfect. So indeed, you're right. Today we face, I mean, the global career reality right now is that the world is changing constantly. We have rapid technological changes. AI is transforming indeed entry-level jobs. And I mean, the reason why I say entry level is because, yes, if it's just operational, AI can take over. But if it's more like creative thinking, critical thinking, or technical, tangible things, could never happen. Replying to Dimitri and Team 5, if that's the case, for the competitive market, you need to differentiate yourself. You need to search for extra certificates. You need to network with people. It's not good or bad, but there are so many, even, people are working remote now. And we have a lot of cases that students, if you cannot go to Athens or, main central, like big cities, there are cases that have students going back to a small city, like back to their family, and they can still kick off their career or they can still find like some remote opportunities. Yes, it is competitive, but on the other hand, you have so many options available. And I'm happy to see that you also think to start your own thing, start your own business from a young age, something that was never the case some years ago. And also today we face shorter career cycles. You know, what does that mean? You change careers every 1, 2 years. Like you change, maybe Maria, if I remember correct, if she's dietitian, you know, like this is a very specific, you know, like bachelor degree and very specific career. But for someone else, it's very easy, you know, like to change from one role to the other. And that creates, I mean, you may experience more things, so you have more information to decide what is the career, what is the job you want, but also for some creates anxiety by the fact that they need to switch or move all the time. Something very important that I would like to share is that your first job is not your professional identity. It's just the first step. You are very stressed about, you know, like I need for the first job, I need to go to Apple, Google, you know, like this type of company, or I need to do, you know, like to take the best role at the best company. Actually, what you need is just to kickstart your career. You know, like moving, you know, looking back after some years, you will understand that was just the first step. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be conscious, you know, and intentional about the first step, but some people get stuck. And, you know, like maybe you want just to apply to one position, to one company, you know, and then it's like all the chances are being accepted to one company and one position. The first job is just the, you know, the first is just the step to the beginning of your career. It's not the end of your career. The comparison trap. I believe Kiki shared about that and your team. Yes, a lot of you experience that. That's a psychological effect, you know, like you compare yourselves, you know, with confident classmates. You maybe go and see, you know, like some of your classmates have already LinkedIn. Maybe they share, you know, like they share projects that they're doing. They announce things, and you feel, oh my God, I don't even have LinkedIn. What's that? Like, or I don't have CV, or my CV is terrible. In reality, yes, you should, I mean, you should take action. And, you know, like most of people feel uncertainty, and, you know, like the people that you compare yourselves with, they feel the same. They are just louder than you. Maybe they're more confident on, you know, like communicating or networking, but deep inside, they are also stressed, you know, like about what they're gonna do, about their career, about what kind of masters, you know, to decide. But what you see is the surface, you know. You don't know what they feel. You don't know. I mean, be sure that they are the same, you know, like they feel the same anxiety, they feel the same stress. And I mean, let's call it uncertainty because I don't want to use words as stress or anxiety, even if it's true. I would say uncertainty, you know, like increases the anxiety. And career confidence, your confidence is going to build only if you take action. It's going to build only if you take ownership. You're the only one that will take action about your career. It's not your professors, it's not your parents, your mama, it's not your career coach. You're the only, it's not your friends or your girlfriend. You're the only person that is responsible to take action for your career. You know, yes, you're going to have help from us, from professors, from family, but it's important to understand that if you don't take action, you will never feel confident, you will never feel empowered, you would never feel that, you know, something is happening. Well, actually, I do have skills because you take the time to identify them, you know, you take the time to work on them. Before we close, we have 5 minutes still. I want to talk to you about the four strategic pillars of career coaching, and we touch based most of it throughout the presentation. I have for you deep dive extra slides for that, just to you know like review it on your own time at the module. First of all, starting with clarity, understanding who you are. Maybe you come from a family, maybe you have a business, your family has a business, and you go back to the family business. Maybe you want to move abroad and live, kick off your career in London. It's very important to understand who you are, which are your values, and the direction that fits your personality. Number two, take ownership. I just talked about it. Responsibility. You're the only one who's going to do it. Number three, intentional decision making. Choosing the job, the internship, the master, or a PhD after gain clarity and not by default or by get influenced by peers or external pressure. I know that some of you decide a career or a master's based on pressure from your parents, from peers, from society. Well, I'm not sure if it's gonna make you happy. And of course, you can pivot. Nowadays people pivot their career even at 40 and 50, but it's better if you do it, like intentionally from the beginning. Number four, skill mapping and market mapping. So if you go to the career office, if you come to us, it's not only about identifying your skills, but we will look at the market, what does the market want? What does the market need? In every job description, you will see what they look for. So you will be very well prepared on the skill set, on the courses, on anything you need to do. I see we have some things on the chat. The foundation for doing that is building a trusting relationship with your career coach. Being honest, be open, share all these negative thoughts, share your limiting beliefs. Like, it's confidential. We're gonna help you only if you're honest with yourself and share openly, your fears, your challenges, everything. That's a book recommendation from some professors from the University of Stanford. I would really, sorry, I don't have a promo code. I would really recommend you to buy it or download it somehow. It's a great book to help you design your life and talks about everything we saw in this presentation. And just as a closure, what makes you competitive today is not only grades, it's taking action, seeking feedback, building relationships and networking, and regularly reflect on your skills, reflect on yourself, on the market, on what you need to do. Go back to yourself and reflect and have an honest discussion. As I said, there is no homework, there is no assignment. We're gonna have an assignment though on the second. On March is my next session. I know the time was tight, but you have the email and everything, the information. For the HMMU students, please come to the career office. I've shared it on the chat. And maybe we have 2-3 minutes for questions. Thank you.
Guys, you can just open the mic if you have any questions. Ileana, thank you so much for a great presentation. I was actually really jealous of the content, and it's going to be a great follow-up. The next one we're going to be having about networking on events like career fairs or educational fairs and things like that. So I took a lot of notes from your presentation to connect them. Actually, I think it's going to be a really good follow-up. So I see excited faces. Guys, I guess you enjoyed the presentation. If you have any questions, please, that's the time for you to speak. Otherwise, we are having no assignment this time. We're going to upload the recording and also the presentation of Ileana. I think, Ileana, you also said that there are some slides that you just put as an extra. So guys, it's good for you to check the presentation for the extra slides. And then, yes, we're going to follow up. If you have any other questions, you're going to see Ileana at some point during March. And then also myself next week. Until then, thank you so much. I don't know, Dr. Petridis, if you want to add anything.
No, I would like to highlight that the difference is made by details. So I think that George Pandeleakos has mentioned this. I mean, all of you're going to graduate the same university. But the difference is going to be made for those that they have done the extra. And, an extra information, an extra attitude, it will make, a step ahead from the others. So keep doing it, keep trying, and, just try to be different. Not, all of us as a characters, we are different, but investing time in our education, in receiving information is always a plus. So how are you going to make an attitude in an interview? How are you going to participate in a career service, in a career fair? How are you going to address, and you're going to ask questions to career advisors like Ileana or back at your university, will make the difference. So, keep doing this, and this, gives more opportunities to those that they try a little bit more than the others. This is a rule of life. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Ileana and George. It was really nice.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ileana. See you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.